Find the courage to change the things we know we can change.
President Biden used his history-making visit to Tulsa, Oklahoma yesterday to make an announcement. From the site where hundreds of Black Americans were massacred by a white mob in 1921, Biden tapped the nation's first Black woman vice president, Kamala Harris, to lead the administration's effort to protect voting rights. The president condemned legislatures in Texas, Georgia, and Florida for advancing laws that he called an assault on democracy, laws that he said are designed to target Black and brown Americans. The president is getting plenty of praise for those words, but also sharp criticism for what he didn't say. Biden didn't talk about reparations. As a candidate, he supported a committee to study reparations at a national level, but so far his administration hasn't endorsed H.R. 40, which is before the House and would establish such a commission. Biden reportedly met with the Congressional Black Caucus after his speech in Tulsa. One representative, Brenda Lawrence of Michigan, told Politico that the president doesn't disagree with the idea, but says his plate is full right now. All right, so let's dive in with BNC contributor and political analyst Tezlyn Figaro. Tezlyn, now, first, I know that you are chomping at the bits to get into this conversation, but first, I want to start with the significance of the president's visit to Tulsa and go from there. Here's more of what he had to say. Take a listen.
This was not a riot. This was a massacre, among the worst in our history, but not the only one. And for too long, forgotten by our history. As soon as it happened, there was a clear effort to erase it from our memory.
In the 100 years since the massacre, Biden is the first sitting president to visit the site. He called what happened there an act of hate and domestic terrorism with a through line that exists today. So Tezlyn, I just want to get your thoughts on the significance of having a sitting president visit Tulsa and acknowledge that stain on America's history that so many either ignore or are ignorant to.
Sure, we can break this down piece by piece because, as you know, I have strong feelings on this. But I will acknowledge that it is important that it's acknowledged. You know, one of the first steps to any type of repair or, in his words, healing is actually acknowledging something. So, yes, it was great that he was the first sitting president to do that. It was great that he went down there. It was great that he acknowledged it as a massacre and not a riot. The problem is, what are we going to do about it? That's the issue.
All right, so we got that out of the way. Now let's talk about what wasn't addressed, and that's reparations. We heard President Biden discuss the idea of reparations in private with the Congressional Black Caucus, but clearly skipped out on the opportunity to address it publicly. A Politico Morning Consult poll from earlier this year found that just 38% of voters supported a committee to study reparations. Why do you think the talk of reparations is a divisive issue and for some a non-starter?
Well, if I can go in now with permission, you know, one of the what he did not do when we talk about Tulsa. Okay, thank you. When we talk about Tulsa, especially in regards to reparations, you know, the nerve of Joe Biden. I'm glad that he went. You know, I'm glad that he went down. It's just like saying, you know, I got a man, that's great, but does he acknowledge that he loves me? Does he do anything for me? There's always one more step. And so the nerve of Joe Biden to have the audacity to stand in front of Black folks and demand that we double our efforts in voting, yet bring nothing to the table of the survivors and of the descendants of the Tulsa Massacre. So before we talk about reparations as a whole for all Black Americans who are the descendants of those who have been enslaved, they weren't even willing to give the three survivors, of the Tulsa Massacre, who are actually living. One of the problems that people have with reparations is, to answer your question, you know, hey, how do we know who was really a descendant? How do we know if that just applies to everyone Black? How do we know how to give the money? How much to give the money? Well, guess what, Yodit? 3 living survivors were there with the Tulsa Massacre. Let's just start with them for starters. They got nothing at all. I saw a picture of Miss Fletcher, who they gave some new Jordans to. It was sickening to me that we are not saying anything about the fact that the 3 living survivors didn't get anything, or the descendants of the 300 victims. We're talking about 300 victims, not 3 million, not 3,000, not 3 billion, 300. Nothing was talked about, and let's not forget talking about, implemented and addressing how these folks should be restored, back to what they were, or to something close of that. The CBC line dance. I mean, I was over yesterday. I logged off of Instagram because, Yodit, I could not take it. I could not take the fact that it was that disrespectful. And this is not about attacking President Joe Biden personally. This is about the love for Black folks and what Black folks earned, and the fact that we had a woman that was 107 years old as a living victim. So of course the larger conversation of reparations can't be had, because they can't even address it when it comes down to 3 people, much less 3 million.
Very good point. Okay, so critics of reparations are pointing to a program taking a lot of heat tonight in the suburbs of Chicago. Evanston, Illinois made history earlier this year when they approved the country's first ever local reparations program. But now there's pushback, including questions about restrictions on how the money can be used and concerns that the $10 million the city set aside isn't enough. Your thoughts?
Well, number one, it's not reparations. It is a program that is designed to address those who have been discriminated against in housing. When we use the word reparations, it's important. And I guess when some folks say reparations, because it's repairing you, back to whole, if you want to use the legal definition. But when we're having this conversation in the political space, it muddies the waters for those who are advocating to push real reparations for those who were affected, who were descendants of those who were enslaved at the federal level. This was a restrictive program for some Black folks that experienced housing discrimination. And even that, the criticism is saying it's just a voucher program. It's not really designed to really address the discrimination. So that's one of the problems, that we're seeing on the local and state level, saying, oh, we got a reparations program, with the idea to hush and downplay the real issue on the federal level, which is, the study that they're trying to do that you mentioned, HR 40, to actually address, what do we need to do? But I want to say this, Yodit, it didn't take a study to address Asian Americans and the discrimination that they feel that they were victims of during COVID. I don't understand what the study is about, with over 400 years of evidence of not just talking about slavery, but talking about redlining, but talking about mass incarceration, talking about sharecropping, talking about Jim Crow. So even that alone is offensive. So to further play this out, to further say we need more information data, when yet Joe Biden again stood there in front of Black folks saying that, hey, the fact that we have interracial TV commercials shows that change is going to come. I mean, this was just beyond disrespectful, and I'm disappointed in our leaders for allowing it to slide.
All right, so let's get back to that voting rights issue. We've talked about the restrictive bill in Texas that Biden called un-American. Now Vice President Harris is taking on that battle nationwide. Today, the president's press secretary says Harris is going to be the one who's going to be stepping up and being asked to put in charge of the effort to protect our vote. But you have some concerns here. Why?
Absolutely. I mean, she's, like you said, the one. Let's talk about what else she has to do. So she's supposed to fix voting rights, deal with migration, sell the infrastructure package, be in charge of small business outreach, be in charge of women outreach, be in charge of combating vaccine hesitancy, fight for police overall. So basically, her job is to fix half of the problems of America. So what is Joe assigned to? I'm just curious, what is Joe's portfolio? Because it doesn't seem like much. He's tapping Harris for all the projects, but Black folks tapped Joe Biden in November. So we're looking for the payback. What is Joe Biden doing? It just seems like quite a bit is put on her. If it was really about voting and voting rights and someone that has a record in actually doing that, then why not tap Stacey Abrams? Why not develop a commission? Why not get a task force? Why is this falling under the vice presidency? But even before we talk about voting rights and getting folks to vote, how about, Joe Biden, you actually pass some legislation so people want to vote? Because of that same argument, if we just got to vote, let's just worry about voter suppression and not deal with voter depression, which means not giving people a reason to vote. It doesn't matter what laws you block if people are not motivated to go back to the polls. And that is the urgency that we have. And as a prosecutor, how important it is when we look at midterms and these down ballot races. Next year, 30 states will have attorney generals on the ballot. We see with Keith Ellison, who is also up for re-election, by the way, next year, how important it is to have an attorney general that can move the ball in the right direction with racial justice. And so these are the type of things that will hurt us. I'm not even talking about Democrat and Republican. I'm just talking about that will hurt us if we're not galvanizing people to the polls for the right reasons. And the attorney general, which is 30 states again that will be on the ballot next year, is a good way to start so people can feel something tangible, that they have power and that they can make a difference. Because right now, Yodit, people are not feeling the difference on the federal level, and it's becoming very, very bad for folks on the ground who are really honestly trying to work with this administration to benefit Americans, particularly Black.
And Tezlyn, really quick before we go, what do you think 2024 is going to look like when you have Republicans who are gung-ho on stealing the election with all these repressive laws, but then also Biden, like you said, making us do a lot of the heavy lifting?
Absolutely. Republicans are focused on stealing. Joe Biden is focused on healing. So how's that going to work out? It's not. It doesn't make sense. Trump starts this weekend back rallying his base. He starts back this weekend rallying his base. So Trump, let me tell you what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a slaughterhouse. It's going to look like Slaughterhouse Records in Houston, Texas. The bottom line is, because you know why they can depend on their base. But that's what it's going to look like.
I got to go. You are making me... Yo, do I have time? Do we have time? I got to wrap this up, Tezlyn, but I swear, you have the funniest commentary in the bars, but you know what? We just got to go. We're going to have you back at some point and resume this conversation, Tezlyn. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right, DNC contributor and political commentator Tezlyn Figaro. Thank you.